our dough, chaps. We've done our dough.
Hello and welcome back to episode 54 of Odds. So, last week, $38 back. Wasn't anything special. Stylish, we did get a good odds. That was $8.50 on the Friday night on Sportsbet. Knew that wouldn't last. That ended up paying about, I think it was like $6. But good winner. Apart from that, we had Just for a Show, ran a place. Pariah Pearl ran a place, paid like $4. Private Eye ran a place, ran third, played $4. So that was good. Pier was a winner. That was $3.80 on Friday night. Ended up being about $2.40. Transatlantic was scratched, which brought it in. So I got a few things back, but again, no exotics, nothing crazy. Didn't have a lot of bonus bets to work with. And then football, we took a punt. I took a punt that normally I wouldn't do. I'd normally go super short, just safe things, try and double the money each week. In the Geelong game, I just thought that Myers would kick a couple of goals. He was paying, it was 11 when I put it on just to kick 2 goals, just as one of his standalone legs. By the time I actually did put the bet on, he'd come into 8.75, which I still thought was good. And so we had 4 legs. The other 3, Dangerfield, yes, for a goal. Cameron for 2 goals, yes. Steele for a goal, yes. And Myers kicked 1 of 2. So there was a time there at the end of the game where he missed one more goal, would have been something like $200 or $300 back. So I think it was overall odds of 14. It would have been 280. So we got the 3 legs, we get the bonus bet, and we almost got the moolah. So overall, for last week, got back 38. So around about 40, around about 20%, 22% down. Sport, we got back nothing. And then overall, we're sitting in races 5% up, and then sport is back to exactly even. So over this whole time, we've made $130, running at 3.65%. positive, while the share market has leapt ahead. That's up by 10, so trailing behind as usual. So this week, due to a lack of time, I'm going to do some bigger value bets rather than my usual spread of Quinellas trifectas each way. It's dollars here and there, so a bit more risk, a bit more reward. Let's see how it pans out. So today, races are okay. During the week, it's been Royal Ascot Carnival for people who've been watching. That's always a smorgasbord of outsiders, and you'll just see races with 30 runners. Winner pays 25, second will pay like 8 for the place, third will pay like 12 for the place, trifecta's like $5,000. It's a fantastic place to bet, but it's hard to get things lined up. So yeah, last day today, and yeah, here we are just back in Flemington. We'll kick off with. So let's start with race 2, Chocolates. This was a good winner last time, and it was more. It sort of laboured and hauled in that winner, but it was more the way that it won when nothing else really made ground. So that sort of stood out. There's a danger that it gets back. A lot of horses in this race do get back, so there's not really going to be a lot of speed. Stylish Secret runs on. Not really sure that's going to get there. Stop the Rock, it's pretty capable. That's sort of in the mix. Hot Majesty, Randwick second, 20-1 last time. I feel like it probably likes Flemington. That'll be an interesting watch. Bella's Machine was an easy winner last time, and that's $5.50, so that's sort of a natural opposition for this. I still think Chocolates, that it was a quality win last time. This isn't a super strong field. I want to see more of Bella's Machine. All Talk could go forward at 80-1 and be tough to run down. That 2 runs ago, it was quite good. It was very green, and it won. Last time, it was a bit plain on the fence, but probably wasn't in the best ground. It's got a 3 kilo claim. It's going to go forward from barrier 6 for 52 kilos. It's paying 80, 16 for the place. It might hold on to something. The rest are, it's hard to tell. For me, $10 on Chocolates. I think best horse in the race going somewhere, and we'll just hope that the shape of the race suits it, really. Race 3, nothing. Clear Cat's the fave, too hard, or just I found these races with these particular runners, Midwest, Marble 9, tricky, so I'm just going to say no, I don't know. Race 4, Taken's won 3 in a row really well. It's now up to 60 kilos. Kachink, which was only a couple of lengths behind it last time, gets a 3 kilo swing in its favour, so that at 19 I think is good value. From barrier 1 it'll go forward, Taken will go forward, Kachink will go forward, so you will go forward. Hopefully they don't cut each other up too much, but I think Kachink is some value there. So we've got 20 in bonus bet, so I'll use a $5 bonus bet on Kachink for the win. I do believe. Actually, no, I'll save that. I'll do 5 each way on Kachink with my cash. So cash 5 each way on Kachink. Momets was good last time, running into third, sort of was blocked for a run there when it did get clear. It made good ground. I'd still prefer Kachin because that had it covered pretty well. Different story, obviously, today. From a distance, not really sure why it's sevens. That is always a cause for alarm when you look at the form yourself and you go, oh, I don't really know why this horse is so short. Usually you're missing something. So I think I'm missing something here. It ran as favourite last time, ran third behind Lady Pappygate, which we canvassed last week. So yeah, want to be on Kachin. Taken could very well win again. Quality horse, but I just think with the weight, maybe it's worth having a go at something else. Race 5, this one was tricky. Favourites Red Galaxy, didn't win well last time. Barrier 11 this time. It won well 2 starts ago at Sailed, and last time it made good ground behind Magnaspin, where it wasn't really going to win, but it did well to get into second. Hard to Cross, I think at 30-1 is some value. Consistent winner and place getter, 6 wins, 5 placings out of 20 starts. Second up today, it's got a decent record, and it was a winner in its last prep, showing a few in a row. So just think there's a value for the place there. So I will go $5 the place on Hard to Cross from the bonus bets. And yep, I'll leave that one behind. Race 6. This was a 2,500 meter race. Hard to know. The form was all over the shop. Virtuous Circle I like. Doesn't really like dry ground. I'm not sure today. Samarco had it going last time. Didn't really do anything. Bold Soul is the favourite, 460. It's drawn out. Don't know. It doesn't really win that often. So that's a skip, that race. Race 7. Skipped that. Just thought it was too even. And race 8. Yeah, again, Flemington was a bit tricky for me today. So moving on from there. Randwick. Nothing early for me. No, race 3, race 4. Race 5 was the first one I wanted to look at. Sounds unusual, won really well last time. Ran away by 5 lengths in the end. Not sure if it was just the race shape that day or whether it really has hit a great patch of form. So the 460 is pretty tempting if you want to find out. Has got 61 kilos, has drawn barrier 10 if it tries to go forward. I thought this was a pretty... there wasn't a lot of form to sort of suggest anything in this race. Barbara won really well last time out of Zooster. That's probably the natural opposition. It only won a 64, whereas Sounds Unusual won a 72, but it's got a pretty good weight swing. It's only got 56.5. It's barrier 6. It can get into a good position from there. So I thought at the 10-1, that's not too bad. So we'll have something on that. We'll go 5 the win. It's 5 the win on Beret. And then race, I think that was all for Randwick. Randwick was a bit tricky. Yeah, tricky day. Moving on to Ipswich. Race 2 here, Boys Night Out is the favourite. 15 starts, 4 wins. Doesn't really like good. Hasn't won on the good before. I thought that was a bit of an alarm bell. Captain Fenkel, number 6, has been running in better races. Ran a listed race last time, ran down the track. I feel like they almost were running it in that to sort of give it a taste of better quality, give it a lower weight, run it there, and then bring it back to this quality today where it could probably run a lot better. So draw really well. It's one of the few that can that likes good ground, and it gets it today. 2 starts, 2 wins, and 6. So yeah, I want to have each way bet on Captain Fenkel, and that's going to come out of cash, not bonus bets. So we'll do 5 each way on Captain Fenkel there. And we'll do a Quinella as well. So Captain Fenkel, Barrazin's quite capable. That's first up today. That's got a good record. It's paying 10 on the tab on fixed and 15 on Sportsbet. Pretty good odds for that. So that is worth putting in a Quinella. So 5, 6. And then Aerial Dancer, quite capable. That's paying 18. And Smart is Smart, number 16. I just wanted to throw a 4th one in. So 5, 6, 12, and 16 for a Quinella. Race 3 had a look too hard, not enough standout form lines. Race 4 was the same, small field. Brereton, tricky to know. Race 5, same deal, couldn't really find anything there. Race 6, the Schweppes Teal Open. Stay Focused is drawn wide, hasn't run at Ipswich before. Ipswich can be a tricky track, it's a bit tighter than the main ones in Brisbane. And I just like Mr. Bianco only because it won last time. It sat outside the leader, sort of faced the breeze. They didn't go particularly hard, so it had every reason to run unwell. But even still from that position, it went past the leader, looked like it was very fit and ready, and I just like the way that it won. So today's drawn really well in barrier 3. Opposition's not great, or just there's not a lot of There is Stay Focus at 340 in that price range, but nothing I could really see that I thought, oh, it's going to be really up against it. So $10 on Mr. Bianco for the win, using a bet return there to get bonus bets back second or third. Then we'll start to get into some more bonus bets. So race 7 is the Ipswich Cup over 2,150. Brookhaven, that's got a good record on good tracks. It's copped all wet tracks for about the last 5, 6, 7 races. So I feel like that's just going to give a little bit of an edge there. It's drawn out wide, but I thought it was worth a chance in a race where, again, I couldn't really find anything form-wise where I could see something clear. Diablo Bolt's the favourite at 550. That has a pretty good winning strike rate, but hasn't won lately. So yeah, happy to take that race on. So Brookhaven bonus bet there. And then the Eyeliner, race 8. Warney's the favourite. I've just got a thing against horses that were going to start the week before, were scratched, have to bat up again. It's paying 240. It's not an overly strong race again, but like it might go down. And 240 is a bit of a short price to find out. So I'm just going to go, I was looking for something that what runs well on the good, what actually likes the track. Boom Talk, Orton, and Shah Goma sort of fit the bill. I'll just have a punt on Boom Talk. It's paying 23. It's won 7 of 21. It's been running in Group 2, Group 3 lately. It could do something here, and it's one from one at Ipswich. So $5 bonus bet on Boom Talk. And that does it for Ipswich. Also does it for Randwick. We've covered that. Barbray, Flemington covered as well. So then we can start to look at some other venues. Morphettville, I was just looking for something to use this last bonus bet. Race 8 there, Starlight Valley. This is race 9, number 14, Starlight Valley. That's paying 20s. It's been running some good placings lately. It's down the weights. It's paying about 5 for the place. So I want a $5 place bet on that. And then in Pinjarra, I found it hard again. So I was looking for where to deploy these bonus bets. But race 1 was, you've got Planet Sweet that's run, that won in a strong race last time. It was an open grade. There were a lot of first starters with good form, and that one, it's $1.70 here. And then you've got a bit of a who's left lineup. They're all up to 1,400 meters, so it's hard to know who's going to improve. So that was a bit of a skip. Initially liked Systemaire and Pure Silver, but it was just too hard. And then there were small fields leading up. So got to the Strickland Stakes, the feature, Group 3, 2,000 meters. This was tricky as well. Western Empire's the favourite, $1.90. A lot of these horses haven't seen 2,000 meters before. Hemlock Stone has, but the form lately is not that great, tends to get back. A lot of them tend to get back. There wasn't really a natural leader. I'm thinking that Admiration Express might be that horse to go forward, but it's been close up lately, yes. It's only been a couple of lengths off them, but 3 wins from 23 starts. It doesn't bode that well. Fear the Wind was capable over the distance, but really needed a strong speed to run on. Probably won't get it today. And Starry Heights also capable of the distance, but running in lower quality races, although has got to win, has had 9 wins for 23 starts. So that was also a race to sort of leave behind. So that really did it for Pinjarra. Just tried to find something, but couldn't. So that's everything for racing. It'll be a short betting sheet to show at the end. Onto AFL. I've got a feeling that Sydney will win today. That was my thought with Papley back, with Goulden back, and with Port Adelaide, who aren't really travelling that well, who have strung a couple of wins together, being a bit vulnerable. They seem to play really well when the heat's on, when they backs to the wall, but I think Sydney, if they can get over this coaching malaise or lack of rapport or morale, whatever's going on, I feel like they might win. Then I had a look at the head-to-head, and Sydney have lost the last 5 at Adelaide Oval to the Power, often by big margins. So after seeing that, there was no way I was going to put that in for the same game multi, because I'm really hesitant to ever sort of go for a winning team. So I'll just stick with other legs. So Papley for a goal, pretty safe. Georgiades for a goal, should be super safe, kicked 7 last time. And then Rosie with 25 touches or more. So that gets odds of $2, so 20 on that. The other option was the Carlton game, where Sportsbet didn't seem to offer the people who were in the market for goal kickers, I should say, just seemed to be fringe people, and for disposals as well. So turn me off. It would have had to have been 4 legs, so it's getting a bit tricky. So this one was a bit better at 3. So that's everything. Betting sheet is on screen. Today's a bit more high risk, but it makes it more exciting. So let's see how this plays out. We should collect a few bonus bets for next week either way, because we're really pushing all that money onto bonus bet enabled bets. And yeah, check out Royal Ascot if you haven't already. Should be some good racing tonight. as for a fourth during the week, and shoot some big fields. And yeah, have a fantastic weekend.
And then came Sweet Liaison as they turned for home. Jefferson, he's been in front every inch of the way. He's out like two.